गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम बैक टू पैसा बोलता है। पैसा बोलता है में फिर से स्वागत है। आज मैं ऐसे बैंक के बारे में बात करना चाहता हूँ जो भारत में 5वां नंबर का नया जनरेशन का प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंक है। ये पहले 4 बैंक ऐसे हैं कि आईसीआईसीआई बैंक, एचडीएफसी बैंक, कोटक महिंद्रा, एक्सिस और ये नंबर 5 पे है इंडसइंड बैंक। लेकिन इंडसइंड बैंक को लाइसेंस पहले ही मिला था, लेकिन इनिशियल डेज में कुछ प्रॉब्लम होने के कारण और लेट ही डेवलप हुई। हिंदुजा ग्रुप की ये भारत में का वेंचर है। सन 94 से ये बैंक चल रही है। दिस बैंक is a venture of the Hinduja Group and has been active since 1994. Initially, the bank acquired Ashok Leyland Finance, which was basically financing Ashok Leyland trucks. And this is why even today, vehicle finance represents 26% of the bank's book. The bank has a sister company, which is an NBFC, called Hinduja Finance. The branch has 2,286 branches. It has 2,836 Bharat Financial Inclusion Center. Basically, these are nothing but formerly what was known as SKS Micro. This company was bought by IndusInd Bank and integrated into it. There are 817 vehicle finance centers, 2,783 ATMs. This bank has not yet become a full-fledged provider. It still does not provide for home loans, and once it starts giving home loans, it will be a complete retail bank. As of now, what it does, it markets HDFC's other home loans, but sooner or later, it will be forced to start home loans. We are told that it will start this year. The bank was under severe pressure last 18 months back when there was a run on the bank, when rumors that Maharashtra government withdrew a large deposit. And this bank was under severe pressure. There was a run on the bank. The promoters offered to invest the money. The RBI declined, allowing not allowing the promoters to put in and increase the stake they wanted to do. So they had to find capital, and a hedge fund called Root Capital put in the required money, and this gave space for the promoters to pump in more money, and the promoters pumped in more money. And this raise in equity capital at a premium solidified the bank's books, and the run on the bank was averted, and the bank survived. This was due to rumor mongering because of the failure of Yes Bank and Lakshmi Vilas Bank. At that time, there were 2 times during the COVID pandemics when this bank was available in a stock between 300 to 400. If my memory serves me right, at one point, this bank was available less than 300. Ramesh Sodhi also had to retire at that time. He was a manager. He led the bank into a very strong position. There was a rumor that a proper managing director will not be found. So the deputy managing director, Sumit Kalpatia, was promoted as the managing director, and money was put in by the promoters. Ever since then, the bank has never looked back. The COVID pandemic passed. Most of the money that was expected to be written off during the pandemic, especially in the microfinance sector, was recovered, and the company did well. At least the IndusInd Bank's recovery looked very strong. There was another problem when RBI found some mistakes in the way the Finance Inclusion had treated NPS. Fresh loans were sanctioned, and those loans were adjusted against previous payments. Even that was provided for, and the bank crossed the second crisis. As I said at that time, both of these times gave the investors a chance to buy the bank at a very cheap price. The price available was between 400 to 500 because the promoter was very strong and would have invested money at any point of time. The bank since recovered and has crossed 1,200 rupees and was trading at 1,294 at the end of the day. After 2 years, the bank, after a gap of nearly 3 years, the bank has cost $1 trillion rupees 1 lakh crore market cap, making it one of the most valuable private sector banks. The geographical split for the business the bank does is urban is 25%, rural 23%, metro, major metros is at 32%, semi-urban 20%. The loan book has 26% in vehicle finance, about 16 in non-vehicle finance retail, microfinance at 12%, large corporates 25%, mid corporates at 17%, and small cap at 4%. The total corporate book, non-retail book, is at 46%. Some of the problems in the bank came from large corporates, especially loans to the Z Group. The new management really pursued Z Group, especially during the merger with Z with Sony, and recovered a lot of money. The new management has been very strong in recovering doubtful corporate debts. The streams are consumer banking gets 70%, corporate banking 22%, trading and other income comes to 8%. So basically, what is happening is the bank is slowly moving away from corporate banking and moving into retail and consumer banking. It's basically mimicking what ICICI and HDFC Bank have done, and is also what IDFC Bank is trying to do. So this bank is trying to do the same. Also, the bank is becoming aggressive in taking on by bringing in home loans. What the bank lacks is a tie-up with a big broker, and is not selling investments, mutual funds, and does not have an insurance subsidiary, which the top four banks have. In fact, Axis has also made a big investment in New York, but IndusInd Bank, to my knowledge, has not made such a big investment in any insurance company. So, third party sales and bank insurance could be a weak spot in the bank as it becomes bigger in the retail space. The customer base is 32 million people, and it has over 1,33,000 villages are covered where it is present. The capital adequacy ratio of the bank is 18.14%. This gives a lot of scope for the bank to grow. The net interest margin is 4.29. CASA represents 43% of the bank. Gross NPA is at 2.35. Net NPA is 0.67. So definitely the bank is in a position to expand its books very fast. Net profit at this point is 46, has grown 46% to 2043 crores. Net interest margin went up. Shares have gone 15% in 1 month, so that is what, from 85,000 crores to over a 1 lakh crore. In the future, they want to focus on new business verticals. This is basically they are looking at home loans and to grow market share, especially in the microfinance segment. The current market price 1294 represents a 52-week high. The low was 763, which was a decent place to brace. The profits to earnings ratio is 13.5. Price to book is 2 times price to book. Earnings is 95.2. Earnings yield at 7.72. Promoters have a stake of 16.5. FII is 42. DIA is 27 and public 14.5%. But the promoters are saying that they are willing to increase the number of shares. So this bank will continue to show real growth over a period of time. One should look at this bank seriously if one is a serious investor over a long period of time. Thank you for watching. पैसा बोलता है. आपने इस पॉडकास्ट को सुना, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ. धन्यवाद. नमस्कार. जय हिंद. If you like this video, press the like button, share it, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the bell notification. If you have done all of the above, kindly look at sharing this video with your friends and relatives and have them take a look. Once again, I thank you for your support for पैसा बोलता है. पैसा बोलता है में फिर से आपका स्वागत है. मैं सिंगापुर गया था. सिंगापुर में सब भारतीय लोग मुझे प्यार से स्वागत किया, और वो जो मीटिंग हुआ उसमें तो बहुत सारे अतिथियों से मुलाकात हुई, और ये तो कंप्लीट सक्सेस हो गया. अगले मीटिंग जून 11 रविवार को हम कोलालमपुर में करने वाले हैं. जो कोलालमपुर में रहते हैं वो मीटिंग में आ सकते हैं और मुझे मिल सकते हैं. धन्यवाद. नमस्कार. जय हिंद.